So today is August 3rd, 2017, 2:05 in the afternoon. Real quick session today. So this is the masterclass series, I believe, video 9, actually 8, because 3 is redone on 4. So this is the dry run, and it needs to be understood that it will be kind of fluid. In other words, things like if trades come up, I got to be able to take the time to go through them, and et cetera, et cetera. So, and today I thought we'd have a bunch of outages because there was so many storms. What's going to happen is the masterclass series is going to be delayed until Tuesday. Now I'm going to use the time today to work on my hot list, and I'm going to use the time tomorrow and Monday to work on my hot list, those 3 days, my swing hot list. So I'm going to just record my thoughts as I go through the setups, because I need a setup list anyway. I may as well finish it and complete it for others to pick up on if they want to pick up on some trade setups. It's the list that I'm going to be using to try and hit 100% a month, and of course I'm going to be updating it regularly and all that kind of jazz. Why am I waiting until Tuesday? So I've had a number of discussions with people, and I've got different messaging in the trade room and on social media and DMs and stuff. So the rest of the masterclass content requires that a person be able to model. So when I start trading, like you'll see this hot list, so my watch list or whatever you want to call it, once it's developed and I start trading each one. So you're not going to see me just like, do entries and exits and swings on entries and exits and momos. You're going to actually see me trade the way that I trade as a trader, which is different, right? So the first 9 months of our service, because I'm busy, I haven't been able to trade as if I'm trading full time, and that was fine for me because, whatever, you're trading a smaller account, and if you make $60,000 or $70,000 a quarter or whatever it is, that's a decent living, and I was willing to do that. And I don't want to sound pompous, but I was willing to make that sacrifice to get things going. But I'm responsible now for a private fund that's quite significant with real people that I have to look in the eyeballs of and do my best. And at the same time, the people in the trading room and on our different platforms will receive the benefit, so it's a win-win. But in order for folks to go through the rest of the masterclass series, they have to be able to model, because it's all dependent on modeling. It's not oh, there's a momentum stock, or there's the MA, or there's the VWAP, or this is a masterclass. This is real. The real deal stuff. So it doesn't do me any good to kind of like ramble on for an hour and a half a day without and people trying to pick up on it, because what's going to happen, like it started yesterday. Was it yesterday? The last one, or the day before? But anyway, where questions were coming, and like I can't have people asking questions that don't have trading view, for example. Like you'll get so lost so fast, it'll just be aggravating. And it's something that people have to pay real attention to, and they have to do real homework, and they have to do real modeling, and they have to do really tedious stuff. Like it's not like normal trading. And I'm not expecting anybody, if everybody, like even if one person didn't want to hear it, that'd be fine. I'd still do the series. So that's not the point, and you guys can do whatever you want in the trading room while I'm doing it. I'm good there too. Like I'm good with it all, I just don't want to have a situation where I'm in with a few people modeling, and then somebody asks like a random question, or expresses frustration or whatever because they don't have trading view, or they haven't kept up, or they haven't been watching their videos, or they haven't done their homework, or all of those things, because it's a masterclass series. It's title is what it is. So I can't have people going deep with me and then having people that aren't going deep, randomly going, what about this? Okay, well, you're not in the program, right? You're over there. And then I thought, well, maybe what I'll do is I'll separate it out of the room, and just because we can just have as many trading rooms as we want and click meeting. And I thought, well, do I really want to do that? Because then, so I'm trying to find a balance, and being that it's a dry run, I can kind of do this kind of thing, play with different scenarios. So what I'm going to do for the next 3 days is I'm going to run my own, I'm going to build my own watch list, because it has to be done anyway. I'm going to comment to it, and that'll be just like a midday review, basically, a little different. But and then as far as the masterclass, I'm going to delay it till Tuesday. I'm going to start again Tuesday. I'm going to continue doing it in the room. But here's what I need from anybody that's watching the video, or anybody that's in the room right now that may want to partake. So anybody that does want to get involved in the masterclass here, going here forward, here's what you need to know. You will need TradingView. You won't be able to do it without it. It's impossible. And it's not Kurt being difficult. It's Kurt being realistic. You'll just be lost. It won't help you at all. And also, if you're going to model, it's like we're building a model, right? Like we're building cars together. Use that as an example. So if you're under the hood with me building an engine, you have to be able to do that. You can't just be the person that randomly looks underneath the hood and goes, I'm frustrated, or I don't like this, or this is tedious, or why are you guys doing that? It doesn't help, right? It's like having a random person walking around in your garage while you're redoing a 67 Camaro. It's just not allowed. That's the best way to put it. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. And I'm all good with you guys doing whatever you do in the trading room. I'm fine with that. I just didn't want the group to be interrupted and have to come back, to earth and try and figure it. It just isn't efficient. It's not fair to the people that want to do it. And I think both can be done at the same time. I mean, people can pick up by osmosis, just by listening, a certain amount of value in it. But I want the people that are in it to be able to be in it, right? That's the real issue. So, sure, you can pick up on a little bit of value, maybe, call it 5 or 10% of the whole value of the information by just kind of listening, or, being in the trading room while it's happening. If that, I would call it probably more like 1% or 2%, because the modeling does get intense. You have to go deep. Like there's different levels of it, right? And the final level is black box, and black box is not simple stuff. Yeah, like once you get into the 4th or 5th generation, you're into some pretty heavy duty stuff that yeah, it's hard to explain. So we just touched on like 1st gen stuff the other day, like the basic models. And I was already kind of getting some pushback, and I had people that don't have TradingView, then I had different messages, and then I had different discussions with people, and I just can't do that. So it's no good for the folks that are, it's no good for anybody. So I want to keep it win-win. So the way it stays win-win is the win-win is between now and Tuesday, I'm going to build my own hit list for my 100% a month. Come Tuesday, I'm going to continue doing it in the room. I won't be taking questions by anybody other than those that have sent me an email at info@compoundtrading.com, and they've confirmed that yes, in fact, they do have TradingView. Yes, in fact, they're in it to win it. In other words, to learn it, and that they're going to have their lights on and be ready and embrace the process. The people that don't do that, that's fine. I don't want to disrupt the trading room. You guys can still trade and do whatever you're doing. for that hour and a half a day that we're doing the modeling. But you have to know that unless I get that email from you, I can't take questions from you on it, or I can't engage you or anything like that as far as the models are concerned, through the process of the masterclass. So I hope that makes sense. So right now I'm going to take any quick questions if there are any. So let me just see here. Don't want me working on my car and drink my beer without helping. There you go. That's how it works. I've always, when I was rebuilding cars and stuff, I was in the garage, and we'd come in there, you're either in it or you're out. So it's just the way it works. For anyone who, unless you're taking a break and shooting the shit. For anyone who doesn't have TradingView, if you do the 1 month free trial, they will offer you half the year. Thanks, agreed. And watch me, lol. Didn't even notice that typo. That's awesome. Craig Scott, I'm new at modeling. How much do I need to know about it to go forward? Craig Scott, I'm new at modeling. How much do I need to know about it to go forward? I'll do what is necessary. Okay, so all you need is TradingView, and all you got to do is be ready to go. That's it. See, what happened was I got some emails, right? Or some DMs. I got, like more than one fighting me on getting TradingView, and I was like, well, how do you model without it, right? Then I had, another one or two say, well, they couldn't do their homework, and I was like, well, the problem is you have to, because if you don't get engaged at that level, by the time you get to 4th gen, you're going to be completely lost, right? So, like completely. Like if you took Epic's chart, you can go into like historical Epic, and you study that chart, shut it off, and show me you can reproduce it. That's 4th generation. And to do that it isn't like learning VWAP and MAs and momos. It's like learning how to do a sculpture. It's kind of hard to explain. So you need TradingView and you got to be in it. So that's all I need to know, right? So Trace, thanks very much. I got to get that pop off the screen. If you guys ever do send emails until I figure out how to get that freaking pop off my screen, make the first 2 sentences blank and people won't see the pop-up. I apologize for that, by the way. So yeah, that's all you need. You need TradingView. I just need to know you're in it to win it. I did, and I have to be cautious here. I had a couple people ask me to delay because they had to get their shit together. They had to get TradingView. They had to get it together. So I thought, you know what? Let's just do this because there's 2 sides anyway. We got, two objectives here. We got to win, and I have to have a big effing month every month from now on. And you guys are here to win, and ladies. So you know what? Let's get that dealt with, and that takes pressure off me. It takes the pressure off of some people that DM me, and it helps other people understand. Yeah. So, it's only a 3-day delay. And so that kills that off. That makes, everybody happy in that category and takes pressure off me and allows me to focus. And then on the other side, I've already committed to give some people some time because they wanted to arrange their schedules. They wanted to make sure that, they were in it, that they could do their homework and really, get in. So I am hoping that you're all good with that, and that's what we're going to do. So Tuesday afternoon, we're going to start again. Pro Plus or Premium, I'm not sure. You'd either have to ask, Reed would probably know, or Sartaj, and Sartaj I don't think is at work yet. Or some other folks might know. But pardon me. So hopefully, are there any specific questions that anybody needs to ask me about that, or anybody upset about it or anything like that? We got a pretty small group anyway that's coming along for this. So like the total group that if I had to guess that once that's out of the people that are in the room, there's probably 14 of you. So unless I hope I haven't. I was concerned. I didn't want to rub any feathers the wrong way, or rub any feathers, ruffle any feathers, or get people pissed off at me. But I was juggling a number of different considerations there with different people over the last 24 hours. As far as setting up TradingView, Reed might help you, Sartaj or one of the other in the group. I don't know how to set up TradingView. I literally turned it on and started using it. Computer techs laugh at me because I'm what they call a power user. Like when I code, I learned how to code. I just started coding. When I learned how to play musical instruments, I just started playing them. But if you ask me how, I don't know. I think there are training sessions on YouTube, but you can ask Sartaj. I would love for him to do it, but I can't make decisions for him. That's the only problem. That's awesome. I think I struggled with it when I first started using it. I think because it was so foreign. Once you get in it, though, like I think Reed would confirm, you won't go back. Like we've had so many people, like Gary. Like Gary's the last guy that you would think would use TradingView. As soon as he understood it and got in it, he if he was physically in front of me, he would have kissed me. That's how happy he was. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll have to get you going. So if Sartaj doesn't get you going, let me know, and I'll maybe bend Reed's arm or somebody else's rubber arm. Poor Reed's in school, and he's modeling crypto right now. But okay. So anyway, it's 2:22. I'm gonna kill some of this. I've got 3 days to get this list together. I've also, I've got time on the weekends and stuff like that. But I'm already, as you guys know, struggled or challenged keeping up with my reporting and stuff. But I do have to have a big month. I have to hit 25% a month minimum, and I'm hoping to hit closer to 100%. So that list does have to get done. The purpose of the list, if you guys haven't heard, and I'll just say it really quick, is I'm taking all of my swings that are the best scenarios. I'm building a watch list. I'm bringing those swings down to tighter time frames. But more than that, I'm figuring out which ones have the best width, height, ROI for the tightest amount of time frame, and the best volatility and the best predictability from a modeling perspective. So to do that inside of the 3 days I'm going to do it while I'm in the room, and the other work I'm going to do by myself, it's a lot of work. So I'm going to be flying through that and just yeah. So if I ignore you, and you guys are welcome to trade as normal. But yeah, today's midday. I didn't go through the trending stocks for the day, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. And if I have any other time after that, then I'm going to start building my list. So I'm going to do that between now and Tuesday. And Tracy, if you can't get through to Sartaj or somebody else to help you out there, or YouTube, then just let me know and I'll help you find solutions. So I'm going to go through my Momo or trending stocks from today, and just take a really quick look and see if I can start building my list here. Sorry, didn't realize I had my mic on there. So this one I don't like. It's just straight breakout price action, and anything can do that. I mean, every day there's that. and it's not highly predictable. This I do like, IIN, because it's about to break out, which is a little different, right? But not what I'm looking for. OMED, I'm looking for the bowl, to be very specific. And some washouts. Like this is a washout. Width 939 to 23, into the gap, no. Y10, no history. Oh, so the volume's coming up as people think it's bottoming. It's your standard. Find the low. Don't forget there is no low, right? Stock can go down forever. SEDG, Solar Edge Technologies. Wow, those solar stocks are hot. Just crazy bull. Wow. Congrats to the longs on this one. And the 20's still got to get through the 100 on the weekly. Crazy. It's just a crazy chart. But way too late. I'm looking for earlier, right? Yuck. UBNT. Weekly. It's got the horns. It's dangerous. I would want to be short. That's not the one I'm looking for. But it's very dangerous to the long, like to the shorts. The shorts are possibly in deep. HDNG. Doesn't respect 200 the way it has to. IO. EEQ. It's tempting as a bottom play. 1230, 295. Yes, I'm looking on the weekly, by the way, to see if stuff sets up on the weekly, and then I'll move it down. Wow, look at that. Unreal. When that got up out of the bowl. Oh. Wow, how did I miss this? Incredible. Nope. Nope. So this is sweet. This is the one we looked at earlier. So sweet. So much about it I like. ESIO. So once I have my watch list done, then I got to come back through and figure out which ones I've got to prioritize. But first, my whole watch list has to get done. So ESIO is one. It's one of the better charts I've seen in a long time. Why am I struggling? Wow, it's a great chart. NSIT. Trending stock now. Missed the bowl. The objective is either to get it here or get it coming out of the bowl. I guess it's coming out of its complete bowl now, but that's very low probability. Fit new NEWA. So there's one from today. Wow, very dangerous for the shorts. G I I I. I like this one. It's from earlier today. The Z-Man brought it in. Just waiting for my phone here. Got a bunch on my phone I need to look at. Makes the list, I guess. That's ZAGG, ZAG. Okay, so far I got ESIOGIIIZAGG. I'm going to be transferring a bunch over from my the swings that I manage, that we cover. I'll do that tonight. Probably be 100 by the time I'm done. So Intrepid came out of its bowl here. It's got to come out of its second bowl here at 351. It popped today and then dropped back. Interesting. And it popped. It needs a close over that previous high. That would really help. That candle right there is no good. It's a bad candle for short term. Interesting. So I'm really surprised I didn't set an alert on this. So it's on the short list. It'd be too bad if it went into cup and handle mode now. That was tradable today. Darn it. That'd been a good day trade. How did oil ever come off? So SBPP. So it's turning into a cup and handle. So I got an alarm on it. SBBP. It's on the list. It's got to prove out. It's a tough one. FSLR. Definitely on the list. lots of range there if it gets out of there. The whole trick is getting the range, the width, so you can get the return. Oh, what a crazy stock. MBRX. One of the most tempting charts. Huh. So tempting. So once I've built the list and alarmed, then I'll go back through and get my analysis done on each and prioritize them. Once I got them prioritized, then I'll go in and start from the priority down and model them like quick models. So that when I start entering my trades, I know exactly where I stand. So this one's got a bull test still. Wow, and it's still holding up. It's the fourth day. Well, that happened quick. Wow. Bullish chart. Hmm. So bullish. SOHU, SOHU, so that's on the list. Service masters and breakout. Problem is, breakout stocks are really hard for me under this pretense. I can't have a risk, but I need the highest risk, I need the highest risk reward without the risk. If that makes any sense. It's kind of a conundrum, isn't it? It's the 100 that recapture the 100, and it coming out of the bowl on the after the recapture of the 100. They're the most predictable. And how I get the return is bringing in the time frames down. And trading the ebbs and flow therein. CCJ right now doesn't make the list, but it might later. I'm sure I looked at PDLI already. When I discount a chart like that for my list, like say CCJ or whatever, it's not because the chart looks bad. Just to be clear, it's I'm looking for like a very specific setup. I mean, there's lots of charts I'll be discounting where they'll do much better than my charts. I just need a certain type for it's like anything else, right? Like back to the cars, right? If I rebuilt engines in a specific car, that's what I would know the best, right? Same idea. To recapture the 200 and coming out of the bull, I know better than anything else. Man, it'd be nice to see this one go vertical like it did last time. It's kind of in a tough place, but it's going to make the list. Sure, it'd be nice to see that vertical move. This one and that one. Wow, oil just tanked. I missed it. Oil's not easy to trade. Oil's very, very challenging to trade. Be so cautious. Like that's why I do well at it, because you have to be so like on top of your game. You get heightened when you trade it. You got to be awake. That's why the algorithm helps so much. Well, in a way, I'm kind of pumped. Like in a way, I'm not. Like having to develop a list of about 100 of these, break them all down. That's a big job. Not very, happy about that. Not really happy about, trading basically full time under the pretense of having to really perform. Not really happy about that at my age and after my experience. But I'm excited about waving a flag of, there you go, right? I'm done. Hit it. Like last night we were having dinner and they were figuring out the compound effect of 25% a month or 100% a month or 10% a month or whatever. Expectations are pretty high. 25% a month after 24 months. There's some very, very, very rich people. Not kind of rich. Generations of rich. This one's interesting. It's got some issues, but it is coming up out of a bowl. It does have the 200, so I can't really discount it. So I got to keep it. Okay, that's my list so far. ESIOGIII, thanks to Zedman. ZAGGIPI, SBBP, FSLR, SOHU, ESPR, SENS. And just to recap, I'm going to spend the next 3 sessions from 2 o'clock until 3 o'clock. So today, Friday, and Monday, and my own time building this list and getting this watch list ready, because I am basically going to be trading full time for the next 24 months. And the objective is 100% a month compound. I don't think I'll hit it. The minimum objective is 25%, and hopefully I hit 50. But even 25% compounded over 24 months is a big deal. If you can compound 1% a day at $10,000 at 1% a day, you have 1.14 million after 26 months. So, you know, I might even, depending on how I'm compounding, if it's only 1% a day, I'll stick around for the extra 2 months, because the compound effect, of course, gets crazy on the end. But the issue is you have less stocks that you can work with, because you're working with a larger pool of money. And that's going to be part of my challenge. Even right from get-go, that's going to be part of my challenge, because I'm trading for the pool and not just myself, right? So I have to be careful. I can't be in the low floats and stuff. Well, for myself I can, and for small amounts, but not for the whole pool, because we'll move stuff around and it won't work properly. Chipping in and out will be tough. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. And then Tuesday we start the modeling again, and we'll be done with that by the end of August. And just to recap on the modeling, trading views required, thinking cap required. You still be in the trading room all you want and do all you want. I can do the class even though the trading room is continuing. And this weekend I'll have the announcement out for the master classes every 3 months in different locations. And also, I think Sartaj has got the well, it has to be out, the price increase this weekend for the different things for September 1. That'll be out. And there's a few other new things I forget, but that's okay. So I'm done for the day. I'm going to go for a dive. I'm going to continue this tonight. And so tomorrow I'll have much more of this list ready. And as these start, you know, these alarms start going off, I'll start trading them. So yeah, it's 3:07. Have a great afternoon, guys and gals. Thanks for being a great crew, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'll leave the room open. Take care.